according to an extensive investigation into a national intelligence estimate compiled by various U.S. intelligence agencies last July. The New York Times is reporting that a key finding indicating that Russian President Vladimir Putin is highly interested in keeping Donald Trump in the Oval Office past 2020 was omitted by officials fearing the president's wrath. Advertisement under a headline, "Unwanted Truths Inside Trump's Battles with U.S. Intelligence Agencies." The Times notes that the NIE report was intended to document Russia's efforts to meddle in both the 2020 presidential election as well as the one slated for 2024. However, one of the key findings, under the category of key judgments, listed Key Judgment 2, was that in the 2020 election, Russia favored the current president, Donald Trump. That particular conclusion was subsequently altered over fears of how the president would receive it. The intelligence provided to the NIE's authors indicated that in the lead-up to 2020, Russia worked in support of the Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders as well, the Times reports. To allay any speculation that Putin's interest in Trump had cooled, Key Judgment 2 was substantiated by current information from a highly sensitive foreign source described by someone who read the NIE as 100% reliable. The Times reports that the conclusion was not considered controversial by officials, but it ended up being changed down the line before it was presented to the president. Advertisement. According to a former senior advisor to Trump, you couldn't have any conversation about Russia and the election without the president assuming you were calling his election into question. Everyone in the White House knew that, and so you just didn't talk about that with him. The report notes that in September edits from the NIE official to the NIE's reviewers were submitted with a note stating, "We have highlighted the major changes in yellow. They make some of the kilojoules language clearer and highlight Russia's motivation for its influence activities." As the Times reports, no longer did Key Judgment 2 clearly state that Russia favored the current president, according to an individual who compared the two versions of the NIE, side by side. Instead, in the words of a written summary of the document that meet journalist Robert Draper, obtained, the new version concluded that Russian leaders probably assessed that chances to improve relations with the U.S. will diminish under a different U.S. president. The National Intelligence Board approved the final version at a meeting on the afternoon of September 26, 2019. Advertisement. Draper added, "Such a change," a former senior intelligence official said, "would amount to a distinction without a difference and a way to make sure." Then Director of the National Counterterrorism Center, Vice Aide Joseph Maguire, doesn't get fired. According to one official who spoke about life in the intelligence community under Donald Trump, the problem is that when you've been treated the way the intelligence community has, they become afraid of their own shadow. The most dangerous thing now is the churn, the not knowing who's going to be fired, and what it is you might say that could cost you your job. It's trying to put out something and not get creamed for it. Advertisement. You can read a great deal more here. Enjoy good journalism? Then let us make a small request. The COVID crisis has cut advertising rates in half, and we need your help. Like you, we here at Raw Story believe in the power of progressive journalism. Raw Story readers power David K. Johnston's DC report, which we've expanded to Keep Watch in Washington. We've exposed billionaire tax evasion and uncovered White House efforts to poison our water. We've revealed financial scams that prey on veterans, and legal efforts to harm workers exploited by abusive bosses. And unlike other news outlets, we've decided to make our original content free. But we need your support to do what we do. Raw Story is independent, unbinged from corporate overlords. We fight to ensure no one is forgotten. We need your support in this difficult time. Every reader contribution, whatever the amount, makes a tremendous difference. Invest with us. Make a one-time contribution to Raw Story Investigates, or click here to become a subscriber. Thank you. Click to donate by check. Value Raw Story? Then let us make a small request. The COVID crisis has cut advertising rates in half, and we need your help. Like you, we believe in the power of progressive journalism, and we're investing in investigative reporting as other publications give it the axe. Raw Story readers power David Cay Johnston's DC report, which we've expanded to Keep Watch in Washington. We've exposed billionaire tax evasion and uncovered White House efforts to poison our water. We've revealed financial scams that prey on veterans, and efforts to harm workers exploited by abusive bosses. We need your support to do what we do. Raw Story is independent. You won't find mainstream media bias here. Every reader contribution, whatever the amount, makes a tremendous difference. Invest with us in the future. Make a one-time contribution to Raw Story Investigates, or click here to become a subscriber. Thank you. Report typos and corrections to email protected. Let's block ads.
Show your love for him. Click the link in description. Thanks for watching.